I want to make it clear. I want to get a bipartisan deal on as much as we can get a bipartisan deal on. So I want to know what can we agree on, and let's see if we can get an agreement, kickstart this, and then fight over what's left and see if I can get it done without Republicans if need be.
So Mitch McConnell seemed to echo that sentiment today, just a week after vowing that his #1 commitment was blocking the entire Biden agenda.
Almost all of the discussion was about infrastructure, and I think I'm safe in saying there is certainly a bipartisan desire to get an outcome.
We heard him there use the B word. As for the actual negotiations, CNBC tells it this way. A White House readout of the meeting said the attendees had agreed there was a need for investment in infrastructure, but did not cite any other progress. Still with us, Eugene Robinson and Michael Steele. Eugene, I want to play for you a little bit more of McConnell. This is an exchange, got a little testy with Bret Baier on Fox News.
Congresswoman Cheney said on the floor last night, "We face a threat America has never seen before, a former president who provoked a violent attack on the Capitol." She went on to say, in an effort to steal the election, he's resumed his aggressive effort to convince Americans that the election was stolen from him. He risks inciting further violence. Is there anything that she said that you disagree with there?
I don't know how many times I have to tell you. I'm focusing on dealing with the conditions we find ourselves in now. With regard to the election, I voted to certify the election.
So, Senator McConnell, nice of you to come by. Eugene, there's a reason you're the most quoted guest on this broadcast, whether you're here with us or not. We read your last column on where we are and what we face right now, and sum that up for our viewers, including where that man fits in all of this.
Well, look, the Republican Party is not an organized political party right now. It is, whatever it is, it doesn't actually believe in anything. It has no sort of foundational, coherent principles the way it used to. It just wants, it agrees that it wants power. It wants to regain and retain power. And it is unclear, really, to what end, because it has no sort of coherent program to put forward. And I think this is a real danger to our political system and thus to the country. The fact that the Republican Party is in this horrible state, and so where does Mitch McConnell fit in? Well, he wants to regain power in the Senate. At the very least, he doesn't want to lose any more in 2022, and so he's trying to keep his caucus together. It was interesting, his reaction to the infrastructure negotiations. He's got a bunch of senators who want to talk to Joe Biden and make this an old-fashioned negotiation just about arithmetic and get something done. And he has to deal with that reality that it's not this sort of tribal negotiation, sort of, we can't support you because we're Republicans, you're Democrats. Some of his senators don't feel that way about infrastructure and want to make a deal, and he's going to have to negotiate that. And at the same time, as he said earlier, try to stop the Biden administration from racking up successes that will serve it well in 2022.
Michael, senators love bridges and dams and public works projects. Some of them even love a good culvert from time to time.
Absolutely.
Which Mitch McConnell here do you believe?
I think Mitch McConnell wants whatever opportunity will get his power back, right? He's defiant when he needs to be to, beat his breast and show bravado, as he did a few days ago, declaring that, our goal is to just take down this administration. But then probably in the caucus meeting, which I've had the pleasure of sitting in a few times, the lunch, at least the senatorial lunch, the members probably said, dude, we need to get something done here because we're on the ballot in more states than the Democrats are. And a few of those states are going to be tight, if not ticklishly so. And so McConnell, to Gene's point, is caught between doing nothing and doing something that could enhance the opportunity for the Democrats to declare a win next year. And that's where why infrastructure is such a pain for Republicans right now, because they want it, they need it, they desire it, but the moment they agree to it, latest poll, the country likes where Joe Biden is going. They've factored in the border, they've factored in, the pipeline crises and other things, and they appreciate his direct honesty, his sort of sitting at the kitchen table, and Republicans don't have anything to inoculate themselves against that. And that's why what Liz Cheney is doing, what others of us will be doing in the days and weeks and months ahead, makes this so much more of a challenge for the GOP that has hitched its horse to a dead horse that has been forgotten and left on the roadside. And it's just amazingly crazy politics. And the infrastructure narrative exposes it the most.
And that's why you're the second most quoted person on this broadcast. Eugene, I can give you about 45 seconds. Are Manchin and Sinema lost causes? And how would this kind of thing have gone over in the past, even in Bob Byrd's Senate?
Well, look, I don't think of Manchin and Sinema as lost causes at all. Now, Manchin and Sinema represent states that have a lot of Republicans in them, and they need a lot of independent, right-leaning independents to vote for them if they're going to come back. So they don't want to be out there in what they would consider left field, taking all these hard, very difficult votes that will hurt them next time around. However, I think if the Democrats are able to craft bills, and there'll be some amending to do, but craft bills that Manchin and Sinema do support, and then bring them to the floor and essentially dare Republicans to vote against them. And this process may have to be iterated a few times. I think then they'll start looking a lot less like lost causes, because both of them are inherently Democrat. I mean, they're Democrats to the bone, and I don't think they're gonna. So I don't think they're lost causes for the Democrats at all.
Two most quotable men in television have been our guests again tonight: Eugene Robinson, Michael Steele. It's not by accident. Thank you both.